hear me at the back?
Yeah, we can.
My wife and I. Feel a bit like Queen said. Perhaps not the Queen, but my wife and I would like to thank you all for coming. It does mean a lot that you can all be here today to share in our day. We're privileged that so many of you have travelled from so far. I think we've got family in 3 of the 4 corners of the UK. We've had family from the south coast, family from the middle of Scotland, and some of them days family from Norfolk. So if you're worried, they only let people out of Norfolk if they've got 5.
It's a very good doctor.
Thank you to several of our friends who've travelled from even further afield. Guy and Muriel have come all the way from France. Andrew and Abby have made the trip from Norway. We've even had Vic, who's made a special trip all the way back from the Central African Republic to be here today. But not only have people travelled from wide and far to be here today, but some people, as we may have already alluded to, are missing some major sporting events today. So Reading, fortunately, finished as champions of the championship. Therefore, there was no danger they'd be involved in the playoff final today. So I was safe there. I had to get it in somewhere that Reading were champions. There will be a Premier League side next season. But I'm not sure the child side of the family will be talking to me today after making them miss the first Hearts-Hibs Scottish Cup final for 116 years. So apologise for that. And on the other hand, I don't think Dave's stopped talking to me and reminding me that he's missing the Heineken Cup final today. But in an effort to score some brownie points, if you're looking for some reading material soon, there's a very good novel called Trackman by Auckland-Child, who's an excellent up-and-coming novelist. This is her debut novel. I'm told it's excellent, and I'll be reading it on my honeymoon. It's available from all good bookshops. It's also available as a Kindle edition via Amazon. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I know I've said it before, but it does mean a lot to us that you're all here today. As you're probably aware by now, Nobby and Sally had a lodger living with them for 2 years. He used all of their hot water. He kept the spare room in a constant state of untidiness. He ate all of their food and cluttered up their hallway with bikes and bike parts. This lodger was, I'm sorry to say, me. Nobby and Sally never had a teenage son, but I imagine having me in the house gave them a pretty good idea as to what it was like to have had one. It was very easy to get comfortable there. Nobby had Sky Sports, a 50-inch plasma TV. He's a great cook, and he's very generous with his extensive collection of beer, wine, and malt whiskey. He does, however, have an unhealthy obsession and tolerance for chilies. My advice is, if he ever cooks you something spicy, make sure you put the toilet roll in the freezer before you go to bed, so it's ready for the next morning. And Sally's done more of my washing than my own mother ever did.
Well, that wouldn't be hard.
When I first moved in with Nobby and Sally, I went to my dad for some advice. He said to me, son, it's important, it's vitally important to try and keep any potential mother-in-law on side. So I did. I tried quite hard. I don't think I actually ever talked to Sally in the 2 years I lived with her. This is because my dad also taught me that it's rude to interrupt. Just like to thank Nobby and Sally and the rest of the Hamilton side of the family for welcoming me into the family and letting me marry their beautiful daughter. If I started thanking my own parents for what they've done, I think we'd be here for a very long time. So to say that I just want to thank you for all the sacrifices you've made over the years and all the care and support you've given to me and continue to give to me. And thank you for making me a soft touch and making me so well trained, so that MJ's job is going to be very easy. I think MJ and I are the first to admit that on the surface we come across as two very different people. I think on a deep level we're very similar to one another. I think this is because we have so many shared and similar values, values which have been instilled in us by our parents. So I'd just like you all to raise your glasses and a toast to our parents, their mum, dad, and Sally and Nobby. And now we come to the reason I'm here today, the beautiful Mary Jane. You look fantastic today. One of the first things that attracted me to you was your amazing smile. I think it portrays your vivacious enthusiasm for life, which I love so much. I think it shows your kind and compassionate nature. Most importantly, it's never far away. And even when I've done something wrong.
Like far away
even after what's been nearly 8 years together, I still forget the ability to light up the room. I can't imagine life without you anymore. I'm proud now to be your husband. I look forward to many more special times together, and to growing old and grey together. Just like you to raise your glasses, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
Now, there's an unwritten rule of wedding etiquette that states that nobody should look more handsome than the groom. So I'd just like to thank my best man Rich and Martin and Matt and Al, my ushers, for obeying this rule to the T. Thank you very much. More importantly, thank you for all your help today and for your support and friendship over the years. Choosing a best man who works for a brewery was an inspired decision when it came to the stag do. Unfortunately, Rich has a couple of things which I wanted to bear in mind for his up-and-coming speech. One is that he's quite prone to exaggeration, even though I've told him a million times before not to. He also has a rather unfortunate medical condition which leads him to indulge in flights of fantasy. And I didn't see him take his pills this morning, so please bear this in mind. I'd like to say a big thank you to Amy and Joe and Tom and Lynn and the Tockleys for their very special contributions to the ceremony today to make it a very, very special, personal, touching ceremony for me and Mary Jane today. So I'd like to thank you. Finally, I know the bridesmaids have been worrying about their makeup all week. I think it's been a very contentious issue. And on top of that, I think they've spent several months worrying about dresses. I can honestly say all the bridesmaids look fantastic today, even the one that's my sister. But we would like to thank you all for all your help today and your support and friendship over the years and helping to make today a smooth running day. So all that remains for me is to ask you to raise your glasses and toast to the bridesmaids. I think I'm now handing over to my beautiful wife to say a few words on our behalf, which she's never done before.